Hello, it's Mr. Wall here. Today's day 2. If you finished yesterday's pretest, which is in Canvas, great job. You've accomplished day 1 is complete. If for some reason you had a hard time or you couldn't finish it, if you could finish that today, that'd be great. Remember that on Canvas, there is the links for the Earth Science pretest. There's also the directions for the test on Canvas. That is also a link. Today, we will be reading out of the book. So, again, if you have found the link to get to the Formerly Pearson book, you'll have your student login, which is also on Canvas, and then there's the helpful hints. So, if you need to take a few seconds to catch up on those things, please pause the video until you can get into your Pearson Earth Structure Interactive Science student book. All right, before we start, we will also be doing a vocabulary journal. Also in Canvas, you can go back in there and there is a link there also that will show you how to set up your vocabulary book. So what we'll be doing is we'll be writing down the vocabulary words and we'll also be taking down any notes that you would like. So some of the notes will be guided, meaning that I will ask you a question or Mr. Eddie will ask you a question, but you are always available to add any information that you would like. So here we are in the book. So in the bottom corner, you'll see that there is a next. So it will take a little bit of time. You can try to go up to the top and it will go right to the pages. So that was one way that you can do it. And we are already on where we're looking at. Otherwise, you can always hit the next. So as we look at the first page as our warm up, what we're going to do is you're going to take a few seconds. You're going to read the little paragraph to yourself, descending into the canyon. And then looking on the next page also, this is where the book, you'll have to decide you can have a 2-page view. So if I'd like to have the book, so I clicked a 2-page view, so that way I didn't have to go back and forth. So what you're going to do is you're going to read the paragraph by yourself. You see that person's going down this nice canyon. And what you're going to do is think about if this person could go all the way down to the center of the earth, what would be one or two things that you think that they might be able to find? You don't have to put this in your notebook, but just kind of think about it. This will be something that for the people in class we will discuss. Other people will, we're just trying to have a little warm up. So if the climber could go down all the way to the Earth's center, what minerals or materials other than dirt and solid might be found along the way? And if you're listening carefully, I might have accidentally given one of the answers. All right. For everybody who's had the book, this looks familiar. You'll see the getting started. There's some little warm ups there of the words that are highlighted. There's also a little vocabulary skill using what the words mean. So if we look at the word like destructive, destructive comes from the verb destroy. All of us that have done with wisdom, we're pretty used to breaking down the words. And one of the main things for a lot of these words, until we get to really understand them, part of the word is right into what it is. So if I see the word destructive and I know that it's going to reduce to pieces, or destruction is the process of reducing to pieces, and destructive is tending to cause damage, I can kind of look at once I see some of those words, I might have a good guess what that would mean. So if you've not gone back to your vocabulary, how to set up your notebook, you should pause this video and go back to see how to set it up. There's a couple of ways where you're going to find the words. The preview is the words that we will have. So we'll have the word system on the top right, energy, atmosphere, geosphere, hydrosphere, biosphere, constructive force, and destructive force. We know that for our first lesson, we are going to have those vocabulary words. So we'll have 8 words that we will have in our notebook. And again, you can either pause the video now, you can pause the video at any time and start writing those words down, leaving a little bit of room, following the link of how the notebook should be, or if you want to wait when you get to the word and put that in, that is also fine. All right, so we're going to move ahead to the lesson. And what's going to happen is we are going to read this in class. If you're not in class, you'll read this on your own. So again, you can pause the video at any time so you can look through the information. So to start off, before we watch or before we read, sorry, this, we're going to go to the link of Beyond Dirt.